Hello everybody! Welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Oh, I'm really gutted I couldn't get back on yesterday. We had a bit of I could have come on. But little Cody had his paw went down like a you know, like the metal side of the road drains. He was yelping. We're pretty confident he's not hurt himself, but I think it kind of scared him as much as it did us, to be. Right, I can't remember where we were. Hello, Glossy. Hello, Trevor. Hello, Lockster. Hello, Super Zoo. Jim Miller. It's weird, isn't it? Because I think we're sort of like being led down the garden path a bit, sort of suspecting old Miller. But he's definitely up to something with the cover-up with someone else. Trying to blame Ark. Who are Ark? Augmented... something or another. Right, now what are we doing here? We've got to try and... what's going on? We're trying to get... oh god, what are we trying to get? Oh, a DPD as they call it. Basically a USB data stick, isn't it? That has apparently got some information around a 360 radial mass spectrometer of the explosion data. Yeah, that was really badly put, but I think you know what I mean. For Smiley, I think his name was. So let's go and see the event in there. Couldn't they leading towards the red zone? How's things with you, Glossy? Actually, let me just try something. Oh no, it's okay. It's alright. I've been reading a couple of performance threads. Sounds like there's a lot of issues with the PC version, but a lot of them are related to mouse movement, so it doesn't really affect me. Good old control.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Heads and things, don't we? That was one of them. Close that door just in case we need to come dashing out. Oh, Zika Station security keycard. Keycard used to access the security wing of the Zika metro station. That's a bit handy. Taking that's where we are. I need to take that box. Let's see if we can do it quite quietly. No, that was not quietly, sir. Ooh, we're going in, boys. We're going in. What's that, Trevor? Has Grum just gone offline? Oh, I did have a full start, Trevor. How you doing, mate? You alright? That's right. I had the surround sound on again. I've been chilling out a little bit, watching the old Marco Polo until the wee morning hours.
Think someone might come try to screw up the evidence.
Two dudes there.
What do we need with that kind of firepower? Use an army of Ark for that. Coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Not letting me aim at that person there.
Don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. Do what they want.
Okay.
Secret squirrels.
Right, and according to that,
They were good for a laugh.
not that far away. I don't think I should be opening that vent though just yet, to be honest.
You've got problems, Franco.
You know, I was laughing about the shop yesterday and the praxis points. I'm so tempted to actually buy some praxis points for actual cash, just because it will enable us to get rid of some of these on-screen graphical bugs that we've been experiencing. Where's that person? You're gonna be a pain in the ass, aren't you?
I cannot believe these Augs.
Reckon I can actually going to be now. Let's get a bit quieter.
If this was only the first attack, I might be able to accept it.
We need more
How could we
lights.
let this happen?
Look like it, does it? Should we try and get up those stairs then, do you reckon?
Checking in. Clear.
The lab gods better find something we can use.
I'll go invisible as I roll. That guard. Here we go now. Let's check the area. It does look clear. Let's go invisible for a little bit.
No one's trespassing.
Get the
We
fuck
will
out.
find evidence.
Okay, so far so good. You're right, Nick. How you doing, mate? No, that dude's gonna come back, so we'll just hang on. Second. There's a vent or two quite close by.
How could we let this happen?
Come on, matey. Or are you going to do the old grum double shuffle, as we've been so often caught out on?
place is
No, you're not. You're a good.
We will find evidence.
I'm pretty sure there was a vent in that room, so I'm going to go for that. Oh, there's some sort of cyborg dude over there. Look. Okay, so far so good. Oh, my bad. Wrong button. Early in the morning. Right, now that could make quite a lot of noise. Let's leave that one for a second. See if there's a turn on the boot. Shit, where the hell's this taking? God damn it, it's a labyrinth, guys. What's that, Nix? Oh, you all sorted out, you Trevor. Cool, mate. Alright, Annalise, how you doing, mate? Nix, are you going to play the new one as well? This is the new one, dude. Or are you talking about something else, mate? Sorry, have I missed something in chat, dude? You talking about Deus Ex? This is Mankind Divided, mate. There's no way out. There's nothing here. The detail, man. It's got like little LED panels there. Look, that's amazing. Might have to go and try that that loud event, I reckon. Damn. But we'd find a little bit of a down deep and sneaky route there. Let's knock this out. Can't sleep in it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. But where do you reckon? Do you reckon this is where the key card actually is? Got a guard and a camera in here. That don't bode well at all, guys. And I don't think we're anywhere closer to being where we want to be either. You see the camera anywhere? But let me just get this boy marked. I've got to go into crazy mode. That's it. Right.
This violence was devastating.
Jesus, he would go into cover then. Why is he not in cover, dudes? He's not doing cover. Shit, bro.
We'll nail them. No need to worry.
think I need to get over there somehow. Really weird, he won't go into his, there you go, that's the one I wanted.
We'll find the ones responsible.
Fuck me, this is going to be proper tricky, mate. There's got to be a better way in than this. Is that another grill up there? Have I missed the grill? I think I might be making my life very, very difficult for myself here, mate.
That wrecker fucker is behind this.
Oh shit, someone's right on me.
I'll follow you.
Oh my god, that was fucking close. Oh god, what's he doing? Pop the cell. Come out. Fucking in biz, mate. Major fuck up, bro. Major fuck up.
Why they haven't put any suspicious debris. Something that might have come from the
Oh
device.
fuck.
The timer or detonator.
Oh my god, that was
Anything that
fucking
could lead to
close.
We
Oh, that
know
was
who
so fucking
the
close, dudes.
augmented terrorist.
I had to really think on my fucking feet now, I tell you. Jesus
You want
Christ.
specific? Blow the whole place up. That would
Oh, the
make
game
sure we
looks
get the bastard.
stunning, Nix,
I'll let you
honestly.
get
It's
back to it, and
absolutely
be careful.
beautiful, mate.
Some of these wires are still hot.
I know. No one has been able to reach the breaker.
Fuck, is this dude gonna come and use the fucking computer? Oh no, no he's not. I need to, oh, dude. Add, mate.
What a goddamn mess. It will be a miracle if we find something useful here.
Everyone go up and around.
I'm here.
I'm most worried about this giant ass dude here, look.
Killing anything.
What am I supposed to put in the report? Explosive device?
I'm here.
No fucking kidding.
Come on, move your big floodlit uber goober. He looks wicked, doesn't he? I'm going to try going here and then up and around. But a lot of it hinges on.
Make sure.
I'm almost tempted to go now, actually, you know. Ooh, what's that down there?
Nothing that I think would
I wonder if one of those planes has come back to see the carnage.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going and swing a left at the bottom, mate. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Just spotted that little gap there. Oh, yes. Come on, give me a vent. Dang, son. So close, but no cigar, mate. Able duck. But there is a dude to the left of me. Careful, careful. Let's get him. So I need to get across. I don't actually know how to get in there from here. Shit, am I just going around in fucking circles?
Wasting time.
Back in that. Oh shit! That was fucking close, dude. Oh, please don't come any closer, mate. Look at that! That's the first time we've seen one of those boys up close. They look freaking amazing.
One little thing pointing the arc.
You're right, Spitters. How you doing, dude? Running guns blazing. Do you have any idea how fast we'll be taken out, mate? You ever go back downstairs?
We'll get whoever did this. I know we will.
I'm gonna go over there and then try and vault over.
Copy that.
Let me vault over. Right, we're clear from him now, I think. Do a bit of the old. Anyone else in here? I'll risk that for a biscuit. Holy shit, I think we might be in here. I'll be on this table, right? Evidence. There it is, that's it, DSD.
I've got
Look.
the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Right, I think we deserve a save there. Right, how the fuck do we get out of here? So past the route. On any vents. Oh, there's a vent right there, look. Very careful. Careful, dude, careful. Actually, before we go, that went right, remarkably well, actually. Train station evidence is a digital storage device containing a scan of the debris from Rosika station that Smiley asked you to retrieve. You're right, Dexillant, as things then, mate. What an awesome start to the morning. Absolutely awesome start. Really enjoyed that. That's some proper stealthy as fuck ninja shit going on there, wasn't it? See if we can actually get out. Can you close these? Even box back. We'll never know we were even in there, look. We're going all out now. I don't tell me this is where I was a minute ago. Well, that's gas down there. Haven't got a huge amount of energy, have I? Yeah, come on. You need to hurry up. Oh, I think we're clear. I think we're clear. Get out. Sweet! Well, where the hell are we? Telling me we could have just... I could have clambered up there. Where exactly are we? No way. Oh, I wonder if that would have been unhackable or something. I don't know. Oh, that was awesome, guys. Talk about in and out. Where did he want us to... Hang on, I'll tell you what, before we carry on then. God, that was awesome. We still haven't done the points, the shooting range, have we? Points of interest back at TF29. And I'm guessing DSD to Smiley is at TF29 anyway, so let's just carry on.
It will be a miracle if we find something useful here.
Bring the DSD to Smiley, let's go. Excellent. I am in Elise, I am, mate, to be honest. We replayed Deus Ex Human Revolution the sort of couple of days before this came out, which was great, to be honest. Really enjoyed it. It's who was that? Sorry, someone. Nix, you were asking about crashes and things.
Zasranej auk ve vagonu pro naturály. Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagon pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's going to put you inside Gollum City.
The AUG ghetto. What did we
Gollum
get?
City, no
Telecam
way.
footage from the attack. Cheng was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Okay.
Spread throughout Europe.
It's how far am I into the game? Hardly anywhere, mate. I'm literally on like the 5th main mission, and a lot of the missions are actually like up till now have been fairly straightforward. They've just been like really sort of introducing to the game, but I've probably been playing it for God knows how many hours. I mean, it's got to be 16 plus, I would have thought. Just because I'm really taking my time, mate. I'm in no hurry to go racing through the missions. You know, we've really been exploring, trying to pick up some side quests, that kind of stuff. In terms of performance, apparently the PC port has been getting a lot of slack, to be honest. In particular, people that use mouse and keyboard have got all sorts of issues with mouse acceleration and things like that. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx myself, really, mate. We've not had a single crash. We've had a couple of weird things, which I don't think it's anything unusual. I think they're just loading glitches. So, for example, quite often when I come out of a subway or go to open the map menu, and this was only yesterday, and in fairness, we took 2 breaks yesterday, and I left the game running for a whole hour in between. I never actually turned the game off and rebooted it, so to be honest, that could have been my fault. I don't think it ever hurts to reboot a game if you're going to take a break rather than leaving it just sitting there running idle. So, yeah, I mean, we've been like dream games so far. Cause, I mean, how many games have we all played on day one on PC and there's been issue after issue, you've got to wait for a patch and all the rest of it? You know, we've been extremely lucky. You know, I can't complain about anything, really. I can complain about a couple of things in the game that I don't like, but in terms of PC performance, it's been absolutely rock solid. Let's go see if we can
I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Alright, okay, so Vega. Alex Vega wants to see me as well. Did I ever play the game? Good. No. Yeah, I read about that, Nick. It's a bit of scaremongering going on there. A lot of games drop off 90+% pretty fucking quickly as well, mate. It's, careful how much you read into that, Nick, to be honest. It's the things like Pokemon Go, for example, haven't they lost like 15 million players per day or something? Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that, did I? I don't think Hello Games are particularly worried. I think they've got the sales they needed. Now they just need to improve on the game. Be interested to see what they do next. Whether or not they concentrate on DLC or something. It's making me laugh. All these people on the Steam forum sort of claiming they were owed a refund, and yet they've got like 12 hours in the game. It's like, yeah, whatever, mate. That's what I mean, Dexland, you know, I mean, No Man's Sky is one of those games that, from what I've heard, most people say, once they're about 12 to 16 hours into the game, they kind of start feeling like, well, there's not much more else to see. Yes, it's all procedurally generated, yes, it's all going to look different, but I'm not going to see anything new in terms of gameplay mechanics, etc. after, you know, between 12 and 16 hours, and to be honest, that's fine. You know, 12 to 16 hours for a game ain't that fucking horrendous. How many times have we bought single-player games that are like 6 hours long? You know, it's procedurally generated. If you want to keep playing it, you can. That's Smiley. Well, hang on. Where is the shooting range? Do we know where the shooting range is? Apparently, this has got a really bad bug in it, where it's something to do with the inventory. Let's see if it hits us. How the hell would I find the shooting range? See if it's on the map. Meet with the doctor, bring the DSD to Smiley, meet Vega in the clinic. Level 2, organised cyber, directors, counter-terrorist. Level 3 is presumably the shop. Oh, the shooting range is dead in front of me according to that. Oh, it even says, look, shooting range. Right, now apparently this has got a bug. It's something to do with the inventory. So let's see. It's weird, it won't let me get a couple of saves in. Apparently the only way you're supposed to be able to do this is to empty your inventory before you go in.
Hey, Adam. Did something go down at the train station? Smiley said the police tried to kill him, then a few minutes later Miller stormed out of here. What happened?
Smiley thought they were destroying evidence, but they weren't. They were just doing their job. Corrupt cops. They were just a bunch of corrupt cops, and I doubt they cared about the crime scene. They only wanted to make a show of force. Following orders is my guess. Well, it looked like they were doing their job, to be honest. I didn't see them destroying evidence. Or did I? I don't really know. Say that.
Smiley thought they were destroying evidence, but they weren't. They were just doing their job.
Did they give you any grief?
They didn't notice me. I went in there and got the evidence Smiley wanted and got out.
Because I'm a pro
Just that
ninja.
easy, huh?
Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
Yeah, that's partly why I'm here. Have you spoken to her yet?
No. As if I don't have enough to worry about, now I have another person to convince that my stress levels shouldn't keep me off the field. I'm ready for active duty.
You'll get there, Arya. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good.
It's interesting. You've mentioned Assassin's Creed. Now that we've sort of decided not to just become a 7 Days to Die channel, there's a couple of games, sort of genres that I'm really interested in going back to. One are the role-playing games, which have always been my bread and butter. So things like Divinity Original Sin. They've just confirmed their Kickstarter for Divinity Original Sin. Divinity Original Sin 2. So I'd really like to play that now that the enhanced edition's all out and everything. There's been some bug fixes for that. I'd really like to hit that again. Pillars of Eternity, even if it was just like for a weekend, because I know that can get a little bit tedious. There's a lot of dialogue, so I don't know if I could even stream it for forever, if you like. And the Assassin's Creed franchise, I started playing Assassin's Creed Unity because I always like to play them in order. So obviously I've not had a chance to play Syndicate yet because I need to play Unity, and I've only put about a couple of 3 hours into it off stream. And it was just mind-blowing. It was just one of the most visually stunning games I've ever played in my life. You know, this game looks clean, but it looks crisp, and I like the art aesthetic. But Unity is just mind-blowing. I've never seen that attention to detail in such a huge world before. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's talk about our stress levels.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Wow.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Didn't sound particularly enthusiastic about that, did she? Yeah, Black Flag was amazing, man. And you know what? I always say it, Dexalan. Black Flag, one of my favourite ever games. It's certainly up there. You know, if I had to give a top 20, there's no doubt Black Flag would be up there. And yet I've never finished it. And the reason I've never finished it, in fact, I've hardly ever touched the main campaign. It was one of those games that I absolutely loved just exploring. Just being on the ship and exploring the islands and some of the sort of, like, you know, the cities that were available, of which I haven't seen many anyway. Absolutely loved it, mate. Beautiful bright blue skies, blue oceans with whales and all the stuff going on. Absolutely incredible.
Do you know where Miller went?
He didn't say. He just ran past, didn't even look at me.
State police want to talk to him?
I don't know. He's under a lot of stress right now. I don't think all of it's coming from work. He never talks about his personal life, but he used to stop and talk to me on his way out of the office. Hasn't done that in a while. Hope he's okay. I gave you your new keycard for the shooting range, right?
Yeah, did.
Yeah.
Why haven't you used it yet?
You saying I need practice?
Yeah, who doesn't? Practice makes perfect, Adam.
I think what happens here, from what I understand, I was just reading like the known bugs and issues. I think when we go in here, Actually, let's just check around.
Hey, Adam.
It gives us a load of stuff in our inventory, and then
Hey,
it tries
Adam.
to remove it when we leave, and as a result of that, it crashes the game. So I just want to see. I mean, I think it's like guaranteed, but I'd just like to see what sort of crash it actually is. Or more importantly, see if it does affect us. From what I understand, there is no way around this one. In fact, from what I understand, the only way to do this point of interest is to actually, like I said, empty your entire inventory out back at home, if you can. But I don't think I can at this point in the game. I don't think I'll have enough room. And then come here. It crashes on the way out, apparently, when it tries to do something with your inventory. Then give it a whirl. Let's just leave. Let's just throw in a quick save. Into the shooting. I've never played Rogue. Is that highly recommended then? Isn't that the one that came out on the old gen consoles
You some practice, huh?
when Unity released? Pick up the 10mm pistol. How come I can't pick up all these goodies? Bugger.
You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference.
Oh. It's actually quite accurate, isn't it?
Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
Pick up the combat rifle.
Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round.
Hold R to open your quick inventory. Oh yeah, look, it's changed. Yeah, I can see why it probably will crash actually. Shit. Damn, that feels good, man. Actually, there's very little recoil. Well, there is recoil, but it's very easy to manage it.
See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time.
Nice.
Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo.
Back to yes.
They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them.
Weapon shortcuts. Oh, I just missed that weapon shortcuts thing. Shit, I'll have a look at that when we get out. Moving.
Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily.
Oh, right.
You should
Right.
always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah!
How you
Seems like you're warmed up now.
switch.
Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons.
Pick up the silencer attachment. Sorry, I was playing about then. Silencer. This is where it's going to fuck it up, isn't it? I like that. Customize. Sorry, hold one. Select the muzzle slot followed by the plus symbol to add an attachment. Oh, that's different to how we did it. I see. Okay, that's fair enough.
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit.
Oh my god! All over the shot.
See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer?
Nice.
Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Switch back to the 10mm pistol. Back to regular ammo. Entry. Pilot 10mm and press customize. Select the full automatic option. Oh wow. Do it with its what? Its ammunition capacity. Select the full automatic option and craft it. Right, do the same with the pistol's ammunition capacity. Where's that? Anyone see anything about pistol ammunition? That's just choosing types of ammo, isn't it? I like the 10mm pistol. Select the fully automatic option, which I've already done. Unlock it with crafting to parts by pressing A. Do the same with the pistol's ammunition. Am I missing something? Oh shit, down here! Oh my god, I would never have seen that. Oh Christ. That is so cool.
Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty
Jesus.
saves time.
That is sweet, mate. I'm out of 10mm. That is fucking badass, mate. I think you can even multi. Oh wow. That is incredible. Really nice customization.
The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your
lethal.
ammo.
Absolutely lethal.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam.
No, I did not know all
Feel free to come
that
back
stuff.
anytime.
Wow. Right, so that's where it's going to crash now. So, shall we try... see if we can get it to... Oh, there was something that I missed about quick. Can't go to my menu or anything. I can't save in here either. Shit. I wonder if there's any way I can drop... Yeah, it won't let me drop anything. So, let's see what happens. Right, straight after the cutscene. Well, it didn't fucking happen to me, bros. Didn't happen to me, guys. And that's supposed to be an extremely well-documented issue. Wow. Fucking hell, ain't we the lucky bastard? Ah. No, 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 don't go back in the... No, stay away, stay away. So we've got the POI, sorry for that. Awesome, 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 awesome. Right, now there was something in there that I did miss. It was something about... God, what would it be under? Information. Weapon shortcuts. Learn how to quickly swap weapon types. X and L, X and RT. Ah, X and RT. Ah, fantastic. And you can also cycle through your ammo types as well. That is fucking awesome. So that means I can go... I always have the stun gun. So I could then also have maybe the trank rifle. I can't draw weapons in here. However, can I... Oh, I can't. We'll try it somewhere else. Okay, let's go and speak to...
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Close the customized inventory menus by pressing B to scroll.
I'd rather not.
Oh, no! This is one of the on-screen bugs. Ah, fucking hell, guys. That stays on the screen forever. Oh, mate. Gutted. Load the quick save. Is there any way to get out of that? In Rogue, you play as a Templar? No way, dude. Really? Oh, that is fucking just wrong. That is just shocking, isn't it? Let's go to the save there. See, we had this same bug. I mean, apparently this hits pretty much. Well, I think this one hits everybody, but I didn't expect it to hit us this late in the game. If you remember down the bottom right, so it's where it says none and smoke. Bottom right. If you remember, we had the one about the marking targets. And the only way we could get out of that, for those of you that do play and have that same bug, is you have to come into your praxis stuff. And you actually have to buy this level 1, which then gets rid of that on-screen pop-up. Now that one that I've just had there, I don't think there's a fix for it. Now, is that hitting me because we've just done what we've done, or because I'm trying to access inventories in an area where I shouldn't be trying to access an inventory? I just don't know. Doesn't seem to be rearing its ugly head again. Let's let's go and see Smiley first.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
We do, man.
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
You're right, Advina.
Take it easy.
Bring the DSD to Smiley, which we've done. So we've got no side missions or points of interest. Now we've done that. So we just need to meet Vega in the clinic and meet Dr. Ausen. She's the new psychiatrist brought into TF-29, isn't she? And then, yeah, because Miller's told us we're off to the Utrecht complex, which is Gollum City, which is where all the, if you like, unauthorized orgs are, isn't it? Whoa, get out of the way. Let's go and speak to the quack. Hello there!
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed his view?
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then? In Panchea? When the incident happened?
Not at first. I was investigating the people responsible for attacking Seraph Industries. I was this close to exposing them when the incident hit.
You weren't affected?
No.
So how did you end up in Panchea?
I found out Seraph had left for the Arctic installation without me. I knew it was still under construction and most of its workforce was augmented. But by the time I got there, the damage had been done. Is there a reason we're dredging up the past? Because I don't see what any of this has to do with current events.
Don't you? Panchea was the fulcrum, Adam. For you and for all of society, everything changed that day. They dragged you out of the ocean and into a world that hates and fears people like you. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus Naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Wrecker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially
nice.
clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Ooh, yeah, that could have gone, wasn't too sure about that last bit there. Bloody hell, quacks, eh? Quacks. Right, let's throw in a save there. What was I going to say? Going back to the Black Flag, one of the reasons... Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dexel, I don't know how far you've got in Black Flag, right, mate? Oh, sorry, Black Flag, Marco Polo. I'm just going to say this, because anybody in chat who's got to that point will know the bit I'm on about, and it won't be a spoiler for anyone who hasn't. I'm around... I can't remember what actual episode I'm on, but I think this is a couple of episodes back, so I'm probably on about 8 or 9, something like that, on season 2. And basically there is a scene where... I'm trying to think of a way of saying it without giving any spoilers whatsoever. Basically, Kublai is grossly outnumbered, and he does something that doesn't involve any troops to attack Kaidu's camp, where the Pope and everybody, well, if you like, not the Pope obviously, but the knights are. And he does something, a military tactic, the likes of which I've never fucking seen before, or heard of before, or seen actually portrayed on screen before. And the girlfriend actually nipped out last night, and oh my god, I sat there. Just, it was one of the most memorable, if you like, Netflix TV experiences ever. It was like I'd got the patio doors open. It was just a glorious, glorious dark night. A nice light breeze. And that scene happened. And it was fucking gobsmacking. Absolutely fucking gobsmacking. Hello? I just sat there just wanting to share the experience with someone. It was like... It was something I just can't even begin to comprehend, and the impact it had on, obviously, that entire build-up to that conflict was just utterly, utterly shocking. Anyone who's not watched Marco Polo on Netflix, who's got Netflix, you seriously owe it to yourselves to watch that show. If you like Game of Thrones, if you like Vikings on the History Channel, Marco Polo is as good, if not better, than both of those. Game of Thrones, taking into account the budget, obviously I suppose you could argue has got a leg up, but Marco Polo is just as good. It really is. It's absolutely fucking amazing. Season 2 is better than Season 1. I don't know because I've not finished it yet, mate. Season 2's a lot more around the politics and the intrigue of what's really going on within that high-end sort of power struggle with Kublai and his sons and everything. So, whereas the first one's very much more about setting the scene, I genuinely think, and really getting some of the history of like what was going on in the world at that time, and obviously the sort of the Mongol and China conflict. The second series, obviously, I mean, I don't want to say too much because otherwise I'll ruin the end of Season 1, but Season 2 therefore has to move on because of the outcome. Season 2 has to move on because of the outcome of Season 1. There's a natural progression. You know, Kublai essentially achieves something that means something therefore has to change with Season 2. And it's just like Game of Thrones in the sense of some of the stuff that happens, you're never going to see it coming. Not in a million years will you see it about to happen. And it's all around, it's not just about politics. It's got all those weird family issues that go on in Game of Thrones as well. So internal conflicts within the families, the power struggles that are going on, the military conflict that's going on. I mean, it is basically Game of Thrones, but set in a more realistic, obvious universe. I mean, it's set around and in Mongolia, China, and eventually, you know, the seepage of that conflict into the Western Hemisphere. It's mind-blowing. You have to watch it. You really should. The Monk, the standalone Blind Monk episode. I'm deliberately... Oh, see, I didn't... right, I've made a mistake there, Nix. Just what you've just said there makes me realise I've ballsed up. You're talking about 100 Eyes, aren't you, on Netflix? I actually thought I was supposed to watch that at the end of Season 2. I didn't realise it was a filler between 1 and 2. And of course, I've now seen something that probably would have made more sense if I'd watched it. Damn, I'll have to watch that later then, mate. You're right, Danger. Well, the other thing that I don't know how many of you are into those kind of programs just because of whether or not you like the plot. I mean, Game of Thrones, you could argue, is just a visual masterpiece. I mean, the cinematography, everything about it is just amazing. Marco Polo is just as amazing. Yeah. I have no idea how realistic it is. I mean, I've never been to Mongolia. I certainly haven't been to Mongolia in the time that it's set, but Jesus Christ, the attention to detail. Some of the armor you will see, especially in Season 2, is just mind-blowing. And for those of you that like martial arts, and I don't know what they officially call it, but you know, the martial arts that uses wires, it's not overused. Don't think you're going to start watching people like backflipping 1,000 fucking feet into the air and all that kind of jazz. It's not like that. It's much more firmly based in reality, but there are a couple of moves in there that you'll think, holy shit, that can't possibly be done, surely to God. But it's on that borderline of wowness. No, it's not all martial arts, but obviously you've got to bear in mind this was sort of Mongolia and China. So, of course, there is a lot of Chinese martial arts in there, but I only really focused on a couple of 3 characters. So it's got a little bit of everything. It's stunning. It's absolutely amazing.
Got pretty hairy in Dubai.
You're right, Danger. Right. So, oh, we've got 4 praxis available now. That's nice. Shall we head? So, hang on. What? Should we just go meet Vega then? We need to travel to a new district, right? I hope we don't get hit with that on-screen display bug.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
I absolutely love 100 Eyes, mate. Or the Monk, as Kublai calls it. Or he doesn't even call him the Monk, he just calls him Monk, doesn't he? He is such a badass. And if you think about where I am in the show, Nix, you'll understand why I'm really, really gutted now. Because yesterday had a lot... There was a huge part about Monk, 100 Eyes. So I'm kind of guessing that would have made a lot more sense if I'd watched that standalone little, as you put it, filler between season 1 and 2. Honestly, it's wicked. It's absolutely brilliant. You're right, Lurking. How am I finding the game, dude? Absolutely amazing, mate. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just going to try this quick save thing to see if we get hit with that bug. No, we're not. I'm just going to get away from the police and try that new quick weapon swap we've just learned about. Let's down here a little bit. Police everywhere, isn't there? Right. Hopefully this ain't going to balk anything. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm then going to put it away and switch to the trank gun. And then going to... What was it? Oh, that is beautiful, mate. I always wondered why I couldn't do any quick switches. There's got to be just a nice little tap over there. God, I'll tell you what, the control scheme's absolutely incredible. Now, on that note, the other thing I wanted to try was, of course, if we go to the stun pistol, customize. Oh, it was just a laser, right? Ah, okay. Already got it installed. I wonder what adapters we could get for. Oh, in fact, hang on. Wait. In which case, what can we get for the tranquilizer rifle? Laser for that as well. Okay, fair enough. Praxis points now. I am really... Yeah, this was actually... Remember yesterday I was saying it's a shame you can't have a look at Jensen, like, up close and personal. And I kind of completely forgot about this. I mean, it's not a full rotation that I was talking about, but... You can at least get a bit of a look at him. All black and gold augments, look. Pretty fucking amazing, really. So, I've got 4. I was very, very, very tempted to start throwing points in these batteries. Increases the maximum storage. Reduce the delay time between biocell depletion and regeneration. And just generally increase the biocell recharge rate. What about invisibility? What can we do with that? Because this thing is so useful. Already got that. So increase the duration of the invisibility effect, but by how much? Execute combat takedowns without cancelling the effect. Greatly increase the duration of the invisibility effect. It's so tempting to put a couple of points in there, guys. Shall we just test something, right? We're at full capacity, so let's just throw in a quick save. Let's go invisible, and let's just see how fast that drains. It's not, I mean, it's not bad, but what you got to bear in mind, most of the time we spent with like virtually no freaking energy, so. You're right, Spittus. Hello, Slade. Hello, Danger. Hello, Ares. Hello, Spittus. I think I've said hello to a fair few here. Sorry, guys. Recharge rate's not amazing. So when it's like that, I wonder if it... Do you reckon it drains faster if you move? Let me just try dropping another point into that. I'm just gonna... I'll probably reload it. I just want to see what the difference is. It's not going to give me a percentage on-screen display. I need to test it myself. Graphically, this game looks great, but you couldn't get on with the last one. How come, Danger? What was the sort of defining reason as to why you could only get an hour into it? I can't imagine did anything even happen in the first hour, mate? I can't remember. Oh wow, if you're moving it drains like a mofo, look. See, I'm not convinced that really has a huge impact. You know what I mean? I'm not... Interesting. What else could we put points in? Obviously got the hacking, we're only up to level 3 and I can't do turrets yet. Not overly worried about fortify. I would like more stealth. Project the location of nearby targets onto the radar. I've already got all that, so that we can actually have vision cones, range boost, and our own personal noise feedback. Why not? Protects against the effects of concussion. Not overly worried about that. Slightly reduced smart vision energy consumption. I like useful items within the confines. It says energy consumption low. Oh Jesus. I would really like to get Icarus. In fact, I've got to get Icarus because it's one of the greatest things in this game. I just have to get it, but it's going to cost me 2 bloody points. I'm so tempted to spend hard cold cash on this game right now. Move silently is really useful. I'll tell you what, let's just carry on for a minute while I think about it.
What do you want me to do?
Přímo tady ve
The
městě.
system was busy. I couldn't even get my messages.
So we're going to go and meet Alex Vega, who is basically our key contact in the Juggernauts.
Go on.
What are they called? The Juggernauts?
More than a few around.
Something. So there's the abandoned limb clinic here in Prague.
Would you piss off to pull this duty?
Copy that.
Do not kill me. I have a family.
I've got a code for this, haven't we?
Come on, let's check over there.
Don't get me involved.
Are we really doing good?
Hey.
Oh, hey up.
Glad you can make it.
Ooh, very
Any trouble
sneaky.
getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate the city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
Scars?
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell
That's it,
Tower too.
collective.
You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Versalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Miller?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it. Because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Wow. Following orders. What those things keep running across my screen? What the fuck is that? Whoa. Are there like cockroaches and things? Can you see that? That's horrible. It doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station. I think he's about to send me to Gotham City. Let's just agree with her.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. I think he's about to send me to Gotham City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there.
See that then?
It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where Ark's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet, the only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
That's really weird, isn't it? Did you see like the let's just stay still a second. Did you see like cockroaches and
we still
things
going to
like
Gotham City?
fluttering across
You
the
are.
screen?
Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Look, you see that one there? They're definitely there, aren't they? I seriously, for a moment, I thought there was a fucking something in my room, but no, they're definitely in game. There's hundreds of the bloody things. Look, there's one. Oh, you cheeky little monkey. Does that mean Jensen's got cockroaches and little flies all running across his visor? That's just plain weird. Plain weird, mate. Yeah, I'm very tempted to get Icarus, mate. I really enjoyed it. Oh, look at them all. Look at that. Oh, dude, that is minging, mate.
No one's there. Got nothing else to say.
Get the hell out of here. Feel dirty just being down here, mate. Nasty ass place. Why is that? Keep the bugs in. Terrible. Right, well this is a strange looking place. We haven't really checked this out. I think it is, because this is all about VersaLife, but I think it's just an advertisement.
Can you
that just
imagine?
happens to be outside the metro, right?
Oh, fuck.
We were going to have a look. Should we just go and have a little...
Fucking Tavali run this city.
I think it's just another station.
Leave the
Can I
poor
have a
guy
look?
alone.
Don't think I even have the right part.
Rogue hand. Cool. Can you actually use the non-org? Oh, you can. We've only ever used the org one. Should we see if it makes any difference? Let's go and meet with you know who. You're confused. This got totally, mate. I mean, I've obviously paid like top whack for it. I bought it on Steam. Literally like 12 hours before release, mate. And I'll tell you what, I don't regret a single penny of it up to now, mate. I really don't. It's going to be one of those games. You know, it's going to appeal to a lot of people, maybe not so much to everybody else. But I can't think of a game that's got a better chance of hooking both sides of the camp. You know, you can play stealthy, or you know, the running and gunning I think would be extremely viable.
The ones that look like
It
dogs?
certainly wouldn't have been
I'm going to get one for her birthday. We can get her a real dog.
as much fun, I think, playing a live and loud playthrough in Human Revolution. But I mean, the guns in this are amazing, mate. I mean, even I am actually very tempted to do some live combat. It's very tempting. You know, you've got all the old like Crisis equivalent. You know, you can change your fire rates, your types of rounds. You've got all your different slots on your gear. You know, the dude's a pretty lethal killing machine. It's just, it's not the way that I tend to play. Control scheme's amazing. It's really good, dude. Let me just put my stun gun back on. Shit, I just wasted a round then, didn't I? Reload. Everything just feels heavy and right, you know? It's just something about it. It's just spot on. I can definitely see myself playing just a run and gun kind of playthrough, using all my different orgs and, you know, ranking up the armor. But I mean, there's some of this stuff. I mean, if I show you this, look, I don't know if I can see a representation of it, but it's got like this weird ass. You see it on the right hand side there? It's got like this sort of weird porcupine style iron filing armor. Just looks amazing. Titan skin it's known as. Oh wow, look an old. Oh wow, check that out. That's gorgeous. No way, that is beautiful. It'd be better if it had some wings, wouldn't it?
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Exclusivity, anonymity.
Do you reckon it auto triggers? Or do you reckon you have to trigger it yourself? I'm not sure whether it's not sure if it's an active or passive skill, to be honest, Spitters. Be off to. Oh my god. Holy shit, that is a hard hack, mate. Bloody hell.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
That's a level 5 there, look. No chance. Let's disconnect. Let's have a quick scan. It'll be absolutely sod all in there, but... Got data scan. I've got overclock, so I could always punch the overclock if we get a bit of a freebie. First one.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, come on, really?
Trace program initiated.
Disconnect, disconnect, no chance, mate. 3 attempts left. Right, I've got to get a good start on the first one. Okay. Come on, give me a freebie on the 4. Come on, give me the 4, give me the 4, give me the 4, give me the 4.
Anomaly
No
detected.
chance, that's overclock.
Trace program initiated.
God, that's going to be tight. Oh, that's a level 7! Oh shit, I've just used my overclock as well.
Access denied.
Fuck! A level 7! Damn! Shit, I just wasted an overclock. Bollocks. Shit, you know what? Fuck you, bro. I've still got to wait for it to unlock. I bet there's nothing in there. It's automatic, is it, Spitter? Just let me have one last look at the hack before we go in. Why did we get a spike to level 7? What actually did this one? This transfer? Not entirely sure why we suddenly got a spike to level 7 on the primary core there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
There's no freaking way. Why is it spiked to 7 immediately on detection? Is that normal? Going in. Watch, absolutely nothing in here. It looked like a new, almost for a moment there I thought we found a new trench code. It might be some
To designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation.
Welsh whiskey. Oh, what the hell, bro? Oh, check that. Absinthe in a green skull bottle. Didn't I see like a plane thing? Yeah, look. I just unlocked that. Oh, it did. Look, it opened this up. Holy shit. Oh, rating 5. You're having a laugh, mate. Let's go shotgun, triangle code. It's definitely worth coming in here, isn't it? Level 3. Oh, God, these are hard dudes.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
No chance, mate. Fucking no chance. Absolutely no chance. Not at the minute, Beelzebub, no.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, fuck off.
Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected.
Oh, that is some bullshit
Trace
right there. That
initiated.
is. I'm telling you, we're getting scammed here, guys. Proper scammed. That is... I tell you, the hacking is infuriating in this game compared to the last one. Now, I can make a multi-tool. Which I'm going to do for this. Make sure we don't actually know the bloody code. I know, these are totally different level here, Slade. Got pocket secretary credit chip. Laser targeting system, nice. Pocket secretary. Get a little press to have a look. Elias Chicane, you're a man of few words, so I shall be the same. I know who you are. I know where you come from. I know what you left behind. You carry a heavy burden. I can make it lighter. Offer expires at midnight. Elias Chicane, wasn't that the dude on the computer? Who is this? Elias Chicane. Still got 3 attempts on this thing. I'm almost tempted to go 3 yeah. So, oh no, I can't, can I? What about if I stealth? How does stealth even work? Oh god, why am I going this way? I didn't mean to do this, actually. About it.
Access granted.
Right, so this is from Delara to Elias. Ooh! Director Miller has told me you don't come into the office very often. Oh, so he's... Oh, hang on. So Elias is part of TF29 then. You don't come into the office very often, but I was hoping we could find a time for you to talk to me. Standard procedure, new shrinkers to poke your fingers in everyone's pie. You were in the SARF, right? I think we might have some friends in common. What the hell happened to you last night, mate? You got some kind of 911 or something? Looking around at midnight and you were gone. Nobody saw you take off either. Of course, we were all a bit wasted by then. Should have seen the size of the bill. Speaking of which, you know Krieger's retiring, right? The next time you're at the airfield, be prepared to enter. Oh god, is Elias our bloody pilot? Millie just said the pilot will be waiting. Oh, right, so he's got a bit of a checkered past from that thing in the safe then. We're passing a hat, hoping to raise enough to buy him a real parting gift, and I don't want to hear you complaining that you only buy gifts for people you like, because everybody loves Jerry. You can afford to dish out 20 credits. Mr. Chicane, a payment has just been processed on your account. However, the bill is still 2 months in arrears. As this is the 3rd time this has occurred, if the bill is not paid in its entirety by the end of the month, we will have no choice but to have your foster brother transferred to a public facility. Wow. He's got all sorts kicking off then, isn't he? Dang, son. Put everything back. He's going to know he's gone, isn't he? Then processor chip, we'll take that. So we have just robbed the bloke. Amazing what you can find out in this game just by poking around, isn't it? And to be honest, although we did spend some of our crafting parts on that additional hack device, we have actually got a fair bit back, haven't we?
We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest
I think we've got everything we can have here. How do we actually open that door there? What did we touch to open it? Can anyone remember? That wasn't there a minute ago, was it? I don't think we've... Oh no, we have read that one, haven't we? Terrorist, yeah, of course.
This is a life essay. The bullet team live.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns
You leave it?
a
I
priority.
think we've got everything, haven't we?
Information archived within the walls of Palisade.
That plane is awesome. That's super impressive.
Saw what happened yesterday. It's getting worse. I can't just take time.
What did you get it on? Confused? Are you getting it on a PC or what, mate?
I know that, but there's got to
Well,
be
there's
another
Miller.
way.
Is it Miller?
Another doctor she can see.
Yeah, you can tell by the hair.
Try telling him that.
Where
just-
are we off to? Ooh.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
A yellow hoodie. Dang.
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
What? The bags?
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague
You
in
think?
6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks.
Miller, you are so fucking
Here's
dodgy,
chicane
mate.
now.
They all had Tesco bags. It's obviously the CEO of Tesco's doing all of this. The same bags. You're gonna have to come up with a better story than that, Miller. Who's this dude? Ah! So it is. That's Elias. That's the dude we've just been reading about.
Am I late? Are you too early?
It's going to be like that, is it, Elias?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
Is that what we're doing?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics.
This
Getting
is so
into Gollum
dodgy.
isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police.
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
Wow.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I'd made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
So we've got to meet some dude called Sokol who's basically been promised a way out. We're going in to get Rucker because you think he's responsible for the Tesco bags. You asked me if Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist. Yeah, damn right. You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks for all of them? Let's ask him about that.
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Maybe Miller is being forced to do things for whatever reasons, and actually wants us to try and prove that it's all a load of bollocks. What he's being asked to suggest is the reality of the situation.
You ask me, Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
What?
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
We've just been reading about you, Elias. We know you need money for your foster brother, but there's more to it than that, ain't there?
Let's get this over with.
I don't know whether to change his coat for
Let
today.
me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Bit rude, isn't it?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're mainly back up on this one before we go. I'd like to know you've actually got my back. Can you get along like this with everyone on the task force, or are you just going out of your way for me?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me. I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
Well, that's reassuring.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Yeah, go on then.
Let's do this.
Actually, I should have had a look around the
Strap
landing.
in.
Let's see how that was. Wow. Yeah, man! You sniffed a bit of Billy bullshit there, did you, Slade? Something's wrong,
But
innit?
still we have no answers.
Something's very
No
wrong.
one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of
Oh, that's
ARC,
cool.
posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC
So we're off to
may be
Golem
behind
City.
it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting
hell?
three-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
Outskirts of Prague. So this is where all the unlicensed orgs basically get sent.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down.
Oh, it's huge.
Got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
Oh, Jesus, it's freaking gigantic! Oh my lord, look at it! So this was originally designed to house the transient worker population, wasn't it? But then got taken over by the Czech government.
Still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
That's a good idea. Right, so always like to have a bit of a read. God, this looks amazing. Look. Oh, stop the oppression. Talos. Oh, so we know what he looks like now. Look. Talos Rucker. There we go. The man. The face behind the man. Crafting parts. Won't say no. Human beings, just please. So let's throw in a save. Create a new save. So, bit of a recap. Golem City. Originally actually created by, I'm trying to think who it was. Wasn't it actually done by ARC themselves originally? It wasn't, was it? Who the hell was it who built the original Golem City? Oh no, it's the people that are making Rabia, isn't it? Is it Sovont? They originally built this, and now they're building Rabia, which is like the sort of the pinnacle of cities for orgs. So a city built by orgs for orgs out in the desert. I can't remember which desert, but they also built this place which was originally designed just for some transient workers, but then the Czech Republic or Czech government took it over after the Org Day, and it basically started migrating all the unauthorized orgs into it. All the bottles of neuropazine all lying around. And the orgs ripped off and just sitting there, look. Jesus, what a nightmare. And the guy that we're after is a gentleman called Talos Rucker, who's essentially the leader of ARC, which is, what's that? The Augment something coalition.
I wish there was more I could do.
Augmented Reform Coalition or something like that. So you know what this reminds me of is Metro. You all played Metro 2033, games like that. Reminds me literally of the Metro in that game. It's just the same kind of thing, isn't it?
Come on then, don't let go.
Oscar Vanek, I'm sorry, my dear Oscar. Of course I forgive you. I wish I could be there to hold you and help you. Please hold on. There is always hope. Mom. I think he's dead. That's awful. He's just sitting there dead. No one gives a shit, look. Right, so we are off to find... Oh my god, this place is incredible. Look at the lighting and everything. It's gorgeous. Uh-oh.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
There we go.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Clank. Fuck you.
I was at the dispatch now. Did you hear what happened?
We heard the cop showed up and some guy is dead.
Yes, it was horrible.
Did he, you know, do anything?
He gave them some attitude when they hassled him, but it was sick. He didn't deserve that.
A police minority brutalizing an unarmed majority. That sounds familiar.
This is no way to live.
This is no way to live. This is shocking, to be honest. But also, from a game point of view,
Everywhere we go
amazing.
today, cops looking at us sideways, accusing us, assuming we're criminals.
Some teenagers threw Molotov cocktails at them. The cops beat them so bad, one of those poor kids died.
Well, they did try to set them on fire.
I was about to say.
Hey, you're either with us or against us.
I like the fact she's like, well, they did, you know, the Molotov cocktail, they didn't try to set them on fire. Like,
It will only serve to strengthen their justification.
Jesus. Now this would be a really good place to have Icarus, wouldn't it? Right, I'll tell you what, let's go get a coffee, guys.
That's what everyone says when they call all of you. Not as the leader.
You right, Jordan? Which mods are you after, Dag? Which game, mate? Oh, look at that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Just water like pissing down everywhere.
The center. Structure.
I don't like the cops being here any more than you do. What do you expect? There was another bombing in Prague. We need someone slain.
Oh, this is such a removal from Prague, isn't it? I mean, Prague, you got that underlying feeling that all is not good and you know, people are in a lot of trouble, but closed about. You know, that underlying sense of unease within the population. But this is just a whole nother level, isn't it?
You probably saved a lot of lives by telling us this, Hanser.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular hero. I bet they will have a statue of me in the town square and everything.
If your sister is with Ark, we are the only people who can help her.
I have seen the way you help people. Hoarding all the posing and then handing it out as a reward when we stab each other in the back.
Little late for that now, isn't it?
Hey. So the people are actually informing on their own family in order to get neuropozyne. So basically the police are running an illegal neuropozyne distribution drug cartel here in Gollum City. Oh my god, what happened there?
We don't want you here! Gollum City is not
Oh! Kicked when you're down, bro. We can sit here watching him get kicked all day, look. I think this is from the start of the game. I think that is actually that image at the main menu screen, isn't it?
Gollum City is not a prison! Being police is no excuse for cruelty!
Act of senseless violence.
Why are you doing this?
Shit. Shit's about to go down here.
Not simply you think we like
I think we'll get the fuck out of here ourselves, to be quite honest.
will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions.
You're looking at me.
Despite our denials, our protestations,
You're going to turn around?
despite our
I was going to have a little,
to the peaceful advancement
little
of our
butchers here.
cause, despite the fact that some of our own
Level
were killed in the
5,
attack
no. It would take so many points to get to level 5 and have the stealth to get away with it. And I have got 4 practice points though. It's quite tempting. Wonder if we could like maybe break in there and get like it looked like a police storage area, didn't it? Like a load of neuropozyne or something. Is this the start of the game? No, Jordan. We've done the little Prague intro bit. And now we've come to Gollum City, so... I mean, having said that, we're only on mission 5, I think, dude. So it's still very early on. The unauthorized biography of Talos Rucker. Before appointing himself the champion... I'll read this and then I'm going to go and get a coffee. Before appointing himself the champion of org rights worldwide, Talos Rucker was born into privilege to an upper-middle-class couple in Stuttgart. He excelled in school and was, according to one effusive teacher, well liked by everyone. It was only natural that with all the advantages the world can offer laid at his feet, this golden boy went on to medical school, where he took his fairy tale to the next chapter, falling in love with a fellow student. The moment the 2 doctors graduated, they simply could not wait to show the world their enlightened generosity by bringing their white skin and perfect smiles to the third world, generously sharing the advantages of their upbringing with the poor ignorant savages. Oh my god. After losing his liver and his limbs in the Valama caldera disaster, Rucker discovered a new cause, augmentation, which could restore to him his rightful superiority over the rest of the world. Very interesting. Someone's a fan then. Okay, let's see what we've got. Hack level 2. We've got half a chance for that, haven't we?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Thank you. Right, from Andel to Hermanis. Hermanis, I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. How's it coming on your end? Was I right about the wall in your unit? Oh, I'll write you back once I've worked out the rest of the plan. Won't be long now. From Louis to Hermanis. Good, let me know when it's done. Let's go to the bottom. Hello, Hermanis, I have another job for you. Seems my contacts inside the PCR has decided to change the rules of the little game we play. I won't go into detail, but the result is the police were tipped off about a shipment of goods from the city. Now they have it. Remember the 2 storage lockers that the PCR used down near the Angel Wings? I have the code for one of them, 6123. Getting into the other is up to you. A deal will be the same. Oh, do you reckon that's where we just were? Let me know if you're up for this. Mr. Galois, yes, I will do it, and I have just a person to help too. His unit shares a ventilation duct with a second storage locker. What are the odds, sir? This is almost too perfect. Good, let me know when it's done. Holy shit. I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. How's it going on? Coming on your end? Was I right about the wall in your unit? I'll write you back once I've worked out the rest of the plan. Won't be long now. The wall in your unit. think I'm looking for? Seen though. A wall in your unit. Loads of crafting parts. Do you reckon it's one of those ones where... Oh. Holy shit balls, mate. Okay. Who's being a sneaky monkey then? Seems to be anywhere to go. No way up, is there? Oh, there you go. Silencer. Very nice. Definitely not seeing anything, guys. Anybody got any ideas? Seems weird that we've been able to come all the way through there, mentioning that. Unless it was just for a little bit of loot in there. What was that up there then? Let's go and see if that code is anything to do. It's like angel wings, I don't know.
You could do something about this.
Will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions.
No, we're not getting in there without hacking, guys. It's very, very tempting to do it though, you know.
Despite our denials,
Here comes trouble.
despite our dedication.
You know, one of the things that I'm thinking of getting, because we use that vision quite a lot, is there's also this one here, which is that there, look. Highlights useful items within the confines of the Smart Vision's area of effects. Effects are applied automatically when Smart Vision is active. It's a program to recognize thousands of item shapes, global IOs, blah blah blah. Matrix goes to manufacturer specifications. Magpie upgrades the Smart Vision's base system, scans the visible area for useful items. I don't know whether that's of any real use to us. I was thinking it might show... I don't know, I'm not sure. Right, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to go and grab a coffee. I will be straight back. I'll at least put you somewhere where there's a little bit of something going on. Have a wee look.
He will be slaughtered. I urge you not.
Let's throw a save in. You hit and miss on buying it. You don't think you finished the second one. I can't remember it at all. Does the story continue? It does, Jordan. Honestly, mate, one of the most amazing things about this game when I started it up, mate, we actually didn't start the game for something like 45 minutes. There's that much bonus extras at the beginning of the game, so you can have a full recap of Deus Ex Human Revolution. There's the cinematic trailers for for Mankind Divided. It's probably a bad place to have stood, wasn't it? Don't worry about it if you haven't played Human Revolution. However, to be honest, mate, if you're going to pick this up, you'd be mad not to play through Human Revolution, mate. You know, it's a really, really good game. I played it over the course of like 2-3 days leading into this one. And it really does make a difference. But it's far from necessary, mate. Like I said, you've got a really, really good 15+ intro video to this in the options menu, which will tell you everything that you need to know. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, guys.
You'll see.
Right on you are. Excellent. Set. Restoring the past. And
Now to the moon, where the planned expansion of Moon Base Omega has once again been placed on hold. Several financial backers were forced to pull out this week due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation. Sources tell me that plans are still in the works for a small colony near Clavius. But with the current state of the economy, that seems more like a dream now than reality.
We have to stop them.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Tradition, precision, refinement, static watches. It's about time.
You'll see.
At UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downloading of all overly powerful...
You'll be lucky to get out of here alive, I bet.
Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated fog-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the Og incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on...
Why is everything so damp here?
We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
You abide, clearing the way to future, open, safe,
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all augmented, not simply Ark. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again. Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many of you are fearful in the wake of such violence, I urge you not to become as blind. You know as well as I that they will come here into your homes to intimidate, to accuse, perhaps worse. And some of you will be tempted to strike out, strike back. Please, I urge you to refrain. More violence
Why is everything so damp
the
here?
situation. It will only serve to strengthen their justification. I know it is wrong to ask, to lay down in front of our oppressors, but only in this way will the augmented be accepted into the world again. I speak to all of you, not as the leader of Ark, but as your neighbor, your friend, our only solace may be the knowledge, the certainty.
You'll be lucky to get out of here alive, I bet.
Right.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. As soon as I heard to report this, no one had yet claimed responsibility for that shocking series of explosions that ripped through Rosika train station yesterday morning, prematurely ending the lives of dozens of innocent travelers. Earlier this evening, Dr. Talos Rucker did post a letter from his home inside the neighboring...
Right, so I have coffee. Let's move on. I want to go and find, what was his name? Sokel, wasn't it? Oh.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
Hey, oh.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan, or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
Oh. That's not good.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
Dun dun dun!
And maybe there is a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushan, he asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Oh dear.
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help. Please.
Where the hell are the Narrows? Is that it? Is that what you're gonna... Really?
Escort you to a safe. All the shit that's about to go down, you don't want to be on the streets. That's what everyone says when they're caught. Clank. Demonstrate our dedication to the peaceful. Okay, that's good. We've got the crowd thinking we hate each other.
There's a computer hidden in the wall, look. Tibor's.
When my partner gets here, he'll escort you to a safe house. All the shit that's about to go down, you don't want to be on the streets.
Anomaly detected.
Shit.
Trace program initiated.
I'm gonna get all three of these.
Access granted.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, Tibble's online. Please arrest everyone down there and drag them to the outpost in the Narrows. You need to be careful or you'll end up in a cellar guide. You are there, or did they get you ready? Oh, that's we're online because it's us, isn't it? Brother, it's old Blue Eyes asking about us. Should we pretend?
Serve to strengthen their justification. I know it is wrong to ask. To lay down in front of our oppressors. Only in this way the augmented will accept it again. I speak to all of you.
Please forever, I'm not sure I can make it. I lost track of time on my line. Where are you? Please forever, I'm not sure I can make it. It's the late by the police, they were asking for questions. Fuck. I might have just fucked that. I might have just fucked that majorly. Good afternoon, Mr. So-Called. Please wait a moment. Please allow me a moment to introduce myself. My name is Zola Matthews. I'm the Interpol WITSEC agent, Director James Miller, assigned to your file. I wanted to take this opportunity to inform you that we are actively preparing your file and will be in contact again soon with details of your relocation, you and your family. In the interim, if you have any questions regarding your file, please don't hesitate to contact me. But I don't care if you like to play Revolution with your art friends. I want you to stay away from Drago. The PCR were just here asking questions again. Lucky for us, Drago was able to convince them that he's not involved with Ark. I wish you would just listen to your brother and stay out of trouble. I think I might have just made a horrible, horrible mistake asking where that dude was. Rabia! In a recent interview, Nathaniel Brown described Rabia as a haven for orcs, further revealing that the self-sufficient city in the desert is costing over $7 million per day to build. Santo's CEO seemed unperturbed. It's not just the money that keeps me doing what I do, a honeyed Brown opined to camera. Opined? What's that? Opined to camera. Rabia is giving augmented people all over the world an opportunity to rebuild their lives and dignity. It's a win-win scenario for everyone, and I'm proud to be involved. Inspiring, isn't it? In other news, Brown will attempt to work on Santo branded water before turning it into wine and toasting his investors. The idea of Brown being held as some kind of business saint is repugnant. Reports out of Rabia paint a picture of indentured org workers ransomed to pittance salaries with promises of place in paradise. The trouble is, the only people getting tickets are those willing to buy them with Santo's money. The projected capacity of Santo Land, Rabia, is 101,500. There are 7.1 million augmented survivors since the tragic incident. By my reckoning, that's roughly